Okay, I will admit, I am very high on Killian Hayes, probably too high actually, and while most do not expect him to be an all-star talent, I do think he's easily a top 10 talent with all-star upside, who is one of the most sure things in this draft. But I'm seeing a lot of people saying he shouldn't go higher than 8 or 10 or 12 or even lower, and that is where I disagree. Listen, is he the most athletic player? No. Is he the best at finishing with his right hand? No. Is he playing EuroLeague talent? No. But does that mean he can't be a borderline all-star with top 5 talent in this terrible draft? Of course not. Listen, I understand the lack of athletic ability worries and the lack of right hand worries, but in my eyes, those are not the biggest deals, as the lack of a right hand is easily fixable, and you really don't need elite athleticism anymore to be a great player. Just look at Luka Doncic, Ricky Rubio, Bogdanovic's, Malcolm Brogdon, D'Angelo Russell. The list goes on. I mean, if you're skilled as a ball handler, a shooter, a passer, like I truly believe he is, you can succeed in today's NBA. Like I said, no, he is not a finished product. But who the hell is in this draft? Danny Avdija has shown to be an atrocious free throw shooter over the years with terribly inconsistent footwork on jumpers. Isaac Okoro can't shoot a lick, and in my opinion, his ball handling and vision is overrated based on his near even assist to turnover ratio. James Wiseman is anything but a sure thing and was terrible from a production standpoint in high school. And Edwards and Ball shot damn near 10 to 15% lower than Killian from both the free throw line and the field against weaker competition. Does he have a high upside? No. But is the kid a statistical darling in comparison to most of this draft and relative to the competition he's playing? Hell yes. And I'd like to take this chance to stand up for Killian Hayes and explain why I and many others think he should go no later than 5 to 7 in this draft. So firstly, you can argue this kid has improved more than anybody in the entire draft. He went from averaging 7, 3, 2, and 1 in the L&B Pro A on 43, 18, 82 shooting splits, all the way to averaging 13, 6, 2, and 2 in the Euro Cup on 46, 39, 91 shooting splits. I mean, Kristaps Porzingis, an all-star level talent, averaged only 12, 4, 1, and 1 in the Euro Cup while having a worse free throw percentage and while not starting on his team, while Killian did. I understand stats aren't everything, and that KP played at a different time in the Euro Cup, and on a better team than Killian's, though it wasn't much better as KP's team went 7-9, but it is still an accomplishment in my opinion, and something that should be taken into account when judging Killian's statistical output. Secondly, I think people are undervaluing the competition level he went against in the German League and the Euro Cup. Yes, the German League and Euro Cup are not the Euro League, but I can tell you right now that they are better talent-wise than the NBL, than the Israeli League, and the NCAA. I mean, a lot of people discounted Nikola Jokic's amazing play in the FIBA World Cup because it wasn't against the EuroLeague competition, but people seem to forget that just because you aren't putting up exceptional numbers in a league not named the EuroLeague doesn't mean you can't do it as well in the EuroLeague. I can tell you right now, Danny Avdija is not producing well in the EuroLeague at the moment, and I think it is a little unfair to assume Killian can't do it in both leagues because we haven't seen him in both leagues. Thirdly, Killian is the best free throw shooter in the draft, and it is pretty rare that someone his age is able to shoot 90% or over from the foul line on over 10 attempts, let alone in a 10-game span, leading me to believe that once he gets his catch and shoot numbers up, he could be an elite perimeter scorer due to his elite step back, sidestep, pull-up jumper, and footwork for his age. The kid's skill set is beyond his years, and I only expect his bag of tricks to get deeper and more consistent as the years go by. Fourthly, while Killian is not an elite athlete, he does have great length, ball handling skills, footwork, and above-average leg/core strength for his age and position, of course, which allows for considerable balance when he's stopping on a dime. Not to mention that length, footwork, core strength, and leg strength should come in handy on the defensive end as he is already using it wisely, which he has shown by averaging 2 steals per 36 and by being a pest in the passing lanes and on off-ball defense. His fundamentals need to improve on ball like many players his age, but he has all the tools to show me he should be at least a slightly above average NBA defender in his prime once his upper body and fundamentals catch up with his lower body and anticipation skills. Lastly, and possibly most importantly, yes, Killian is not the ball handler and passer LaMelo is, but he is damn close in my opinion. He is currently averaging only 0.1 less assists than Melo and a whopping 1.5 more assists than Tyrese Halliburton at the moment per 36 minutes. He is somewhat of a turnover machine at the moment, averaging around a 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio, but since he is playing grown man competition and he has a new team every year, It is hard to judge whether that is due to lack of chemistry and knowledge of the system, or if he truly is just turnover prone. But even if that is the case and he is a turnover prone player, I think that is an easily fixable trait, as his ball handling truly is elite for his age and size, and some of the pinpoint cross-court passes this kid makes are just awe-inspiring. I don't think it's far-fetched to compare this kid to D'Angelo Russell, with inferior shooting on offense, but better traits on defense. And if you ask me, this sounds like a top 7 talent in this crappy draft. Just my opinion though. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, thanks for listening. This is Stupid Videos, and I'm out.